Good fats and weight loss. Can consuming good fats actually help you on your weight loss or fat loss journey? If this is true, why do we always see fat-free and low fat on all of the items at the grocery store? Monounsaturated fats, polyunsaturated fats, saturated fats, trans fats. It can get confusing. What are the good fats? What are the unhealthy fats? And what do you really need to know when it comes to consuming healthy fats if you are on a weight loss or fat loss journey, or just for overall general health? Don't worry, I'm gonna break it all down for you in this video today in the simplest form to really help you understand. I'm gonna go over why consuming good fats on a daily basis will actually help you if you're on a weight loss or fat loss journey, how much of these good fats you should be consuming on a daily basis. So we're gonna look at percentage of overall daily calories, as well as about how many grams and how to calculate that number for you. And then let's talk about what are good fats? What are monounsaturated fats? What are polyunsaturated fats? Are saturated fats good for you or bad for you? And what about trans fats? I'm gonna break it all down, good fats versus bad fats. Plus, I'm gonna give you my top 7 foods containing lots of healthy fats that you should be eating on a regular basis to not only lose weight, but help you with overall general health. Okay, I wanna get right into the good stuff, but of course, if you're just finding this channel, make sure you subscribe and hit that bell to be notified so you get a notification when I release a new video every single week. My name's Michelle Roots, kinesiologist, personal trainer, nutrition coach, fitness and fat loss, motivation specialist, and mom of 2 beautiful baby boys. And this channel is all about learning how to work out and eat right to reach your fitness and fat loss goals to become the best version of yourself. And of course, if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. I love hearing your feedback and all the video comments and my social media DMs that these videos are really helping you guys. It motivates me to keep going and keep making more. So of course, if you find this video helpful, make sure you give it a like and share it with any friends or family that might want to hear this information too. Okay, so let's dive right in. Why is fat good? Why you should be eating good fats on a regular basis if you're on a weight loss or fat loss journey. For some reason, over the past how many years, fat has gotten a really bad rep. Again, I was saying before, you see fat-free, zero fat, all of these food marketing techniques. But you know what happens when they take out the fat? So if you buy a product that is fat-free, zero fat, low fat, often when they're taking out the fat, they're adding in other additives or sugar as fillers. So it's not necessarily a healthier option when you are looking at something that's fat-free or low fat. So when we're talking about healthy fats, they're also known as essential fats. Your body actually needs these fats on a daily basis to function properly, just as carbs, just as protein. So I've talked about protein on this channel already. I've also made a video a few weeks ago about carbs, why you should be eating those and why you shouldn't be scared of carbs. So now we're talking all about fat and why you shouldn't be scared of fat either. So how can eating dietary fats actually help you lose weight? So let's start with this statement. Eating fat does not make you fat. Just because it shares the same word, body fat and dietary fat, it doesn't mean that eating fat is going to make you fat. That is one thing. If you take anything away from this video today, I want you to remember that one thing. Fats are actually the building blocks for hormones, your brain, your nerve tissues. They help control inflammation in the body and help our bodies absorb vital nutrients, such as vitamin A, D, E, and K. And of course, most important, are used as a source of stored energy. One of the #1 reasons why consuming healthy fats with your meals and snacks is because healthy fats are more calorie dense. So meaning they are going to keep you feeling full for longer. They'll also help balance your blood sugar and help decrease your cravings because you'll feel a lot more full. Of course, eating alongside carbs and proteins. But often when people are not eating enough at mealtime, they get hungry again an hour later, and that's when you tend to go for the unhealthy type foods. So adding healthy fats to your meals and snacks will also help keep you feeling full for longer, in turn, which will help you on your weight loss journey. Now, with that being said, how much fat should you actually eat on a daily basis? How do we know how many grams of healthy fats you should be eating each day to optimize your fat loss and weight loss results? So here's the simplest way to calculate. Say you've watched my video all about how to calculate your own calorie deficit because you're on a weight loss journey. If you haven't watched that one, I'll link that in the description below. Very important when you're looking at calorie intake because again, weight loss is calories in versus calories out. But again, quality of calories. I've talked all about micronutrients and macronutrients. Those are also important within that calorie number. So let's just say, throw out a number, your calorie deficit number is 1,500 calories a day. So on a daily basis, you are going to be consuming 1,500 calories. Now there are so many ways to figure out a perfect macronutrient split for you, but a pretty basic macronutrient split to follow is a 30-30-40 split, meaning 30% of your 1,500 calories is coming from protein, 30% of those 1,500 calories is coming from carbs, and then 40% from good fats. So if we're looking at 40% of your 1,500 calories are going to come from good fats, this is how we're gonna calculate how many grams each day you should be taking in. So you can do this also for your proteins and your carbs. So each gram of proteins and carbs have 4 calories each. And then each gram of fat has 9 calories each. So like I was saying, a little bit more calorie dense. And that's why you're allowed the 40% of your daily intake, because these good fats, although they are great for you, they are higher in calories. So what we're gonna do is we are gonna calculate 1,500 calories times 40%. So times 0.40. That gives us a number of 600. So now we're gonna take that 600, so we know it's 600 calories of fats. We're going to divide that by 9, and that gives us about 66 grams. So now we know on a daily basis, you wanna try and shoot to get about 66 grams of good fats. Again, these are just ballparks, but if you are tracking your macros and your calories in an app such as MyFitnessPal or any other app, I also just made a video with my top calorie counting apps. I break it all down, which ones might be the best for you. This one right here, I'll link that in the description below if you've never used a calorie tracking app, but that's the simplest way to calculate how many grams of fat you should be eating. So calculate your calorie deficit and then times it by 40%, divide it by 9, boom, that's your grams. You can do the exact same thing for your carbs, but again, you're gonna divide it by 4 because there's only 4 calories per gram of carbs. Same goes for protein. Okay, so now that we know how many grams of fat we should be eating, what are good fats? What are healthy fats? Which ones should I be eating? What foods should I be staying away from? So I'm gonna try and explain this without getting too scientific, but basically good fats are monounsaturated and polyunsaturated fats. So monounsaturated fats are found in foods like olive oil, almonds, cashews, peanuts, peanut butter, sesame seeds, avocado, and all of these foods actually help raise your HDL cholesterol, so your good cholesterol, and also help lower your LDL cholesterol, which is your bad cholesterol. And research has shown that monounsaturated fat can actually help prevent storage of fat in your stomach area. And then we've got polyunsaturated fats. So these are the fats that also lower your LDL cholesterol, so again, the bad cholesterol, and contain essential omega-3 fatty acids, which promote brain and heart health. They also contain omega-6 fatty acids, which are also great for your skin and your eyes. And you'll find polyunsaturated fats in fish like salmon, mackerel, tuna, in walnuts, sunflower seeds, flax oil, and flax seeds. Okay, so those are our unsaturated fats. Those are the heart healthy, the good fats, that when we're talking about good fats, that's what we're talking about. Now, what about our bad fats? So bad fats, we have saturated fats and trans fats. Now, there has been a lot of research on saturated fats. They're not necessarily bad in moderation. So saturated fats are mainly found in meat, poultry, and dairy items. And these saturated fats get a bad rep because they are known to increase that LDL cholesterol. So the bad cholesterol that can cause things like heart disease. But with that being said, you don't necessarily have to cut these saturated fats completely out of your diet, because of course, some of these foods are high in protein and they're high in other things that can be good for your body. So eating saturated fats in moderation, so 20 to 30 grams a day of saturated fats should be okay. But of course, having a conversation with your doctor regarding your cholesterol levels and your heart health will have a big impact on how much of these saturated fats you should actually be eating. So that's saturated fat. So what about trans fats? These are the bad fats. These are the fats that are found on products you find on the shelf. So these fats are added chemically to these foods to help prolong their shelf life. They raise your LDL cholesterol, they lower your HDL cholesterol, so raise the bad, lower the good, and they will just promote inflammation in your body and of course increase your risk of heart disease. Trans fats can be found in lots of margarines and also just a bunch of processed food. Cakes, cookies, pies, frozen foods, frozen dinners, deep fried foods like French fries, battered chicken strips. Those kind of foods are going to be higher in trans fats. So just to summarize, yes to monounsaturated and polyunsaturated fats, saturated fats, occasionally, trans fats, no. But again, it doesn't mean you can never eat these foods with trans fats. Of course, the less you eat, the better it is for your health. And in the end, let's be honest, if you're on a weight loss journey, you shouldn't be eating chicken nuggets, French fries, cakes, pies, all of these trans fat high foods on a regular basis anyway, because again, if you're trying to lose weight, right? Doesn't seem right. Okay, last thing, what are my top 7 good fat foods that you should be eating on a regular basis? Number 1, anybody who knows me, family, friends, anyone who trains with me knows how much I love this food, avocados. I eat at least half an avocado a day. My kids love avocados. They are such an amazing source of good fats, fiber, potassium, and so filling. So adding avocados into a meal or a snack are going to be great for keeping you feeling full for longer. And of course, the nutrition benefits are amazing. Oh, and they taste so good literally with everything, right? Comment below if you love avocados as much as me. Number 2, eggs, whole eggs, not just the egg whites. The yolks are great as well. Not only are eggs high in protein, they are nutrient dense and they're packed with good fats. Number 3, fatty fish, so especially salmon. Salmon is loaded with omega-3 fatty acids, protein, and other micro and macronutrients that make it a nutrition powerhouse. Some people don't like fish. If you don't like fish, you can also look into taking a fish oil supplement such as cod liver oil, which is the best. Number 4, nuts. Healthy nuts are almonds, walnuts, macadamia nuts, peanuts. They're super high in healthy fats and fiber, and you're gonna get a little protein in there as well. This could also be eating a handful of nuts or also eating it in nut butter form. Number 5, olive oil. So make sure you are buying pure, real olive oil. No additives or anything. So read the ingredients, read the nutrition label, make sure you are getting pure olive oil loaded with healthy fats. And of course you can cook anything in it. But my one tip is to make sure if you are going to use olive oil for cooking, measure out your cooking oil. 1 tablespoon of olive oil, if you eyeball it, could actually turn into 2 or 3 tablespoons, which again, 1 tablespoon has about 14 grams of fat. So, you know, if you're eyeballing it and you're actually getting about 2 or 3 tablespoons when you think it's just 1 tablespoon, you could be looking at about 30 grams of fat just in your cooking oil. Number 6, chia seeds. Super high in good fats, protein, fiber, and so many essential minerals. You can add them into oatmeal, into smoothies, into yogurt, and again, a great source of good, healthy fats. And last but not least, number 7, full fat dairy. So most importantly, full fat Greek yogurt. Not only is plain Greek yogurt a great source of protein and probiotics, you're also gonna get a good source of healthy fats. Okay guys, there you go. Everything you need to know about good fats versus bad fats, how to calculate how many grams of fat you should be eating each day to reach your weight loss goals, and some examples of my favorite and the best rated healthy fat foods that you should be eating on a regular basis. So I hope this video was helpful today. Of course, remember, give it a like if you found this helpful. Let me know in the comments below, what are your favorite foods loaded with healthy fat? And again, all the videos I talked about in this video today, I will link them in the description below. I've also got a free calorie deficit guide. I'll link that in the description below too if you want to know more about how to calculate your calorie deficit for fat loss. And if you're looking for a personalized online fitness and nutrition coaching with myself, I will leave more information in the description below to find out how you can get started working with me one-on-one to really accelerate your results and get you to your fat loss goals faster. And I'll see you guys next week.